love salt. Wait a minute, I spilled some. I'm very superstitious.
Well, Donald Trump has set the internet on fire with his McDonald's moment, connecting with everyday Americans, while Kamala Harris and her team scramble for relevance and is continuing to frustrate Democrats. I'm Ben Swan. This is Truth in Media. Let's begin today taking a deeper look at Donald Trump's campaign stop at a Pennsylvania McDonald's. Why? That was days ago, right? This stop has broken the internet for days. It has been the #1 trending topic on Twitter or X, beating out every other category, including the NFL. By now you've seen it, the video of Trump serving French fries at a McDonald's and working the drive-thru over the weekend. Why was this so successful? Well, Matt Walsh sums it up well. He tweeted this, quote, "Libs are seething over Trump's visit to McDonald's because they know that their candidate has never done anything interesting, funny, and relatable. She's not only incompetent and morally vacacious, but a total bore on top of it. Trump is running laps around her, and they know it." That completely sums it up. Kamala Harris is so boring. She's not funny or creative. She doesn't troll well. She's unrelatable, and she's not doing anything even remotely interesting. Democrats and allies in the media, they want to attack Trump's McDonald's moment by calling it staged. Of course it was staged. He didn't just take a job working at McDonald's. No one thinks he did. But at the same time, they claim what will arguably be one of the most memorable moments of this entire campaign season, well, it's not authentic. And then this happens. On Monday, Harris held a town hall with Liz Cheney, and the moderator was Maria Shriver. Someone from the audience was foolish enough to think this was an actual town hall and tried to ask a question, and then Shriver said this.
You're not, unfortunately. We have some predetermined questions, and hopefully I'll be able to ask some of the questions that might be in your head. I hope so.
So what do we learn here? Well, that the audience in this town hall was a prop. Harris doesn't want to talk to you. She wants to talk at you. And she can't even do that without everything being pre-scripted. Everything was staged. Their campaign is not appealing to union voters. Listen to this.
And they said, Tim Walz might be the poorest person to ever run for vice president. But surprisingly, teachers, nurses, firefighters and stuff, it does give me an in with people. It gives me an in to talk to them about this. That why do you think I'm fighting for these policies for defined benefit pension plans, the ability to form a union, to make it easier to be in a union, right. Those things, because that's where I come from.
It is a problem. See, in stark contrast, Trump's McDonald's visit wasn't about him randomly picking a McDonald's to stop at. It was about connecting with everyday working Americans. And it wasn't about him taking off his tie and rolling up his sleeves, as we've seen so many politicians do over the years, right? They dress up like they're a working man. He stayed Trump. He kept his tie on. He kept his cufflinks on. He just put on an apron. And he's not pretending to be something that he's not. But he's also not above standing with everyday Americans. You want to know the truth here? The real reason Democrats are mad is because Trump pulled it off. And he pulled off a moment that Harris should have had. Mrs. I come from a middle-class family should have gone to a McDonald's. And instead, it doesn't even occur to her team. Trump has always been a genius at media. We know that. But between his mugshots, to raising his fist after being shot in an assassination attempt, to serving French fries and working a drive-thru, I'm not sure we will ever see a campaign this effective again.
Every day from now until the election, we're giving out $1 million prize. And all you have to do is sign a petition in support of the Constitution.
Democrats are also mad about a lot right now, including Elon Musk. He has announced he is giving out $1 million every day to swing state voters who sign a petition from his America PAC. And by the way, he's actually giving out $1 million a day. It's really happening. But why is he doing this? And why are they so mad? Because he claims this petition is all about freedom of speech and gun rights. But critics say it's just a way to funnel cash to support Trump, potentially crossing some serious legal lines. Here's the thing, though. Musk is not paying for votes directly. He's paying people to sign a petition. But if you want to talk about whether or not that's legal, how could that be illegal compared to Kamala Harris's recent opportunity agenda aimed at black voters, where she's literally throwing around cash for votes, offering a plan that includes $1 million in forgivable loans, cash for entrepreneurs, and mentorship programs. Here's the difference. Harris's plan gives money to people who would vote for her, but it's not her money. it's public money that she's promising to give away. In Musk's case, it's private money in exchange for signatures on a petition, not for votes. Again, Democrats are getting circles run around them.
President.
This is Secretary.
How are you, sir?
Thank you so much.
Let's also talk about Ukraine today, because Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin visited Kiev on Tuesday, announcing another $400 million in military aid. What? This is on top of the $425 million announced last week by Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. That set in. That's almost another $1 billion going to what? Ukraine has made zero advances since early summer, and those advances went nowhere. We showed you last week that men are being pulled off the streets by conscription officers out of restaurants and out of nightclubs, pulled away from their families and sent off to fight because Ukraine has no soldiers. Not only can Ukraine not win, Russia is still making significant strides on the battlefield. So what is going on? Well, I think it feels pretty obvious. There are 2 weeks until Election Day. And so the machine that's been feeding this war with over $250 billion taxpayer dollars since it started is not slowing down, they're actually speeding up. My theory, it's just a theory, is that defense contractors and politicians and oligarchs and multinational corporations and everybody else who's making so much money from this war now believes that Trump is actually going to win. And if that happens, their money train runs out. So with 2 weeks to go, they're going to funnel as many of your taxpayer dollars and my taxpayer dollars as possible into this war. It is not about them winning the war. It is about them getting paid while they can. And that is our show. You can catch all of our latest coverage on the race. Check us out on X at @truth_in_media. And you can watch our full episodes right now at truthinmedia.com.